Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to LA Noire here, where we've got another naked lady dead in the street, so we're going to have to go deal with that.
Between Los Angeles and Alameda.
You're kidding. The next one will be opposite Central Station.
Count yourself lucky, Phelps. Most guys would kill to land a case so close to their deaths.
Yeah. It means they can pop in to hit the office supply of hooch whenever they need it.
You know, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all, Phelps.
So yes, we have another murder, and probably it's going to be very similar to the last one in terms of kind of the nature of the killing. It's probably quite similar in terms of the death, the strangulation. I do wonder what kind of, if they're all connected or if there's something, or if they're just all very, very separated, but I think they probably do have some connection. We'll have to see.
Detectives, they're ready to start the show. I'll take you through.
I think we have more press to deal with. This may well require some censoring again, so if you see any blurred screens, that's probably why. Yes, it will require some blurred screens.
For Christ's sake.
Brothers, Pinker.
Cause of death is pretty apparent. We thought we'd best wait for you. When you're ready.
Okay, what have we got? We will deal with that in a second. We'll look at the other things first, however.
May as well follow the trail.
Yeah, we'll follow the blood trail. We'll come back to the lady. That's fine. We've got a very bloody hat here. With someone's name. Antonia? Antonia.
Antonia. It's a start.
I presume we can think that Antonia's... do we think Antonia's the name of the lady? Okay, so we also have some form of silk stocking.
Head like the others. She was probably unconscious when strangled.
Yeah, the silk stocking murders, that makes sense. That's what she was strangled with, we presume, anyway.
The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
The best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Strangled, battered,
Yeah, we know the M.O. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women, all murdered, all put on display, all with messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Mal?
Head injuries from contact with road. Bruising from a small man's shoe. Further blunt force trauma to the occipital region at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases. I'll see if I can nail down a brand.
I don't know how that's going to be that much use to us, but we'll see. Come on, Rusty, let's go. So there's also some blood following this way, so I'm intrigued to see what's going on here. We've got a shoe. A bloodied shoe.
Proximity to the scene, plus the bloodstains. No way is this coincidence.
Agreed. I don't know what the significance of it is, however. There's more blood over this way. Follow the blood and that will take us to everything else. We've got a key of some form.
House keys, strung up like bait on a hook.
This guy clearly wants these things to be found, that's for sure.
You think he's trying to lead us somewhere?
All the way to City Hall, that brazen son of a bitch.
Now what? Is there more blood over here? There is more blood over here. Aha, something else of interest.
That's got to be a code or a cipher.
253. Interesting. Is that everything now? Or is there still more?
Keep looking, Phelps. We get enough and we can start retracing the killer's steps.
I thought we had done, but maybe not. Ah, stairs. Aha, blood by the stairs.
Where are you taking us?
He's presumably taking us up the stairs. Let's hope we don't get assassinated or something similar. We'll have to see. There's clearly a guy who wants to be found, or kind of likes leading us on. Pigeon coop. What do we have here? Mrs. A. Maldano.
Mrs. A. Maldonado. Could it be Antonia Maldonado?
Potentially. That would give us a name to work with.
He really wants us to find these things. He's left them for us.
There you go, Phelps. You got a new MO. I told you it wasn't enough.
It could still be.
Might just be getting more
I'll say it could easily just be the same guy. He's just kind of changing what he's doing. Just make sure none of these have got blood on them. I don't think they do. There's clearly a lot of things that we need to be found in this case. That wrench looks more important for something. No, I guess not. More blood there. And there's more blood going this way as well. And what do we have here? This is like a game of hide and seek. It's like an Easter egg hunt almost. What do we have here?
Enameled and gold-plated. This was precious to her.
Indeed. But who do we think it is? And why is he suddenly doing this kind of... Why is he suddenly doing this kind of new type of killing?
Trail points up.
It's pretty impressive if he's dragged the body up here, but more likely he's just got the blood and brought it up here, but still. Come on, Galloway, time to earn your keep. We've got a ring.
Pulled from the finger and hung up here. What
Yes, that's her ring, isn't it? And let's go up here, because there's clearly something else here. What's in the bucket? Ah yes, the paintbrush. With the blood. Well, there's something there.
Looks as though the killer was decorating with this.
You don't need to be a genius to work that out, Phelps, I think. And finally we've got her bag here at the end. The question is, why put all these things like this, I wonder?
Son of a bitch wants her identified.
Maldona.
This is Antonia Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown.
That's probably the next best place to go. Investigate Antonia's residence. Can we just jump off the edge? No. Thankfully it just puts us all the way down. Thank goodness for that. Okay, let's go to Antonio's residence.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Definitely a different kind of modus operandi, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's the same guy, or it doesn't necessarily mean it's a different guy.
Mrs. Maldonado, right?
That's affirmative.
All right, so then there's a husband we should be looking for. Get him, we've closed the case.
Rusty's razor, of course. I don't want to question your tried and tested techniques, Detective Galloway. But doesn't the DA require sound casework before he'll close the book?
Now, if he's got a confession, and, you know, there's ways of getting it.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it's interesting because every single time we've kind of pinned the husband, at least if not there, but kind of close to the case. But if it's the same kind of thing that's happening all the time, then who knows if it's the husband or someone else. It's a boarding house, interesting. Not a permanent residence, it seems. Okay, let's go have a chat to whoever's going to come answer the door.
Just a moment.
Phil, badge 1247.
I'm sorry. Can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Detective Phelps and Galloway. Does Mrs. Maldonado live here?
Yes, she does. I'm Mrs. Barbara LaPenta, the owner of this boarding house. Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so,
She's
ma'am.
dead.
Mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor.
Okay,
Swap your feet as you come in, detectives. It's this way.
let's have a chat to Mrs. What's-her-face.
Mrs. Maldonado was found dead this morning.
Dead? Oh, no. She can't be.
I'm afraid she was murdered, ma'am. We need to take a look at her things.
I can't believe it. A person seems so alive, and then they're gone. Antonia's room is upstairs, last door on the left.
Thank you. We'll be back shortly.
Excuse us a moment, man.
Okay, let's go have a look at the room, see what we can find out there. I wonder if he's left us any presents here as well, or if it's just, or if the room is untouched. We'll have to see. Rusty, get out of the way.
Will you look at that?
A smashed window explains why the place looks tossed.
Interesting. Lots of. We've got a piece of fencing or something.
So someone broke in using this thing instead of a crowbar. Wonder where it was taken from.
Interesting. Is there anything downstairs that we need to look out for? There may or may not be. Doesn't seem to be. Let's go back through the window. Hopefully not hurting ourselves in the process. And we have a letter here. Anything inside of interest or of note? There's a court date.
Okay, we have an address.
Interesting. So we need to investigate the Maldonado residence next, but let's just check the rest of the room. Make sure we're not missing anything. A photo, presumably of her husband.
The charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence.
No, it wasn't. Anything else?
The landlady looks like she means business. Wanting her statement.
Let's make sure
Let's
I'm
go
not.
talk to her.
Let's make sure I'm not missing anything else. It seems like these guys are done here. Let's go have a chat. Where is the landlady? This is a very confusing place to find your way around. I think I went the wrong way. Okay. Hello, madam. I require to talk to you.
We have some questions, ma'am, if you're up to it.
Yes, detective. I'll do my best.
Okay, do you know about movements of the
What
victim?
time did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I have no idea. She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
Oh, you're looking a bit. Oh. You're looking a little bit odd. I'm going to do doubt?
A nosy old hag like you knows everything about the people who live under her roof. Where did she go?
I think she went to a bar. She's been drinking quite a lot lately.
This bar have a name?
El Dorado Bar.
El Dorado.
Latino place on North Los Angeles Street.
That's only a couple of blocks from where we found the body.
Well, that's going to be somewhere to check in. Evidence of break-in.
Had a break-in?
No. That can't be true.
But no, because there is one.
Being economical with the truth, Mrs. LaPenti. What do you have to hide?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
You're telling me you didn't hear a broken window? Yeah, broken window.
So Antonia lost her keys and used an iron bar to jimmy the back window?
I heard a noise in the early hours of the morning. I thought it might be a raccoon at the milk bottles. It'd be very bad for business if this news got out. I have a reputation to protect.
Spill the beans. Breakdown of the marriage.
Antonia and her husband were estranged?
Yes. She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
What are you doing? Why you do that weird smile?
What about her bracelet?
Exactly.
I don't know anything about a bracelet.
But we know there's a bracelet. There's a charm bracelet photograph. Whether this lady's seen it, though, I don't know.
In her wedding photo, she's displaying a charm bracelet.
That thing? She never wore it. He gave it to her. She always kept it in that wooden jewelry box.
Huh. I think we saw that wooden jewelry box before.
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband, Angel. She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife to serve me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are you being flippant, young man?
No, ma'am.
Hi, Rusty. I think she's saying the truth. I don't have any reason to doubt what she's saying for this one.
What can you tell us about Angel Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17. He was cruel to her, very cruel. She was a good girl, little on the religious side, but a good girl.
Nothing wrong with being on the religious side.
Thanks, ma'am. You've been very helpful.
Pay a call to that husband of hers. Lock him up and throw away the key.
We can either front Angel, seeing as the finger's pointing right at it, or we can check out the Eldorado bar.
Let's check out the Eldorado bar before we go back and deal with him. There might be some other things that we can find there.
Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly are we going?
That might tell us what we need to know. And then we can hopefully go try pin this on the husband if we don't have any other evidence. But we don't really have any sort. Yeah, we know that. We know they're estranged, but we don't know.
Sometimes you have to be firm to get the information you need.
God damn it, ain't that the truth?
We know we're estranged, but doesn't lots of people are estranged. It doesn't necessarily they murdered each other. So let's see if we can find out anything more from the bar here, and then we'll see. Definitely a different kind of case, this one. There was lots of evidence to find. Okay, Eldorado bar. Let's have a look.
What can I get you?
LAPD. Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar last night?
Yeah, me and a temp guy from the agency.
Did you have a woman in here last night? 21 years old, Hispanic, drinking heavily?
We have a lot of ladies like that in here. But yeah, I know who you mean. Antonia Maldonado. Oh, what did she do?
She was murdered last night.
Oh, shit.
Do you know her well? Was she a regular?
Hell no. She was good and tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in a bar. She was so hammered last night, she left a letter on the bar. I'll show you.
I can't help but notice that guy said that there was a temp guy working on the bar. The first murder case we went to had a temp guy on the bar as well. It might just be a coincidence, but who knows? We'll have to see. Yeah.
Divorce papers. Did you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was gonna show him.
Interesting. But I think we knew they were going to be divorced anyway. Let's start with the movements of the victim.
Did Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was gonna serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face. If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
Do I think you're being nervous? No, you're looking at me fairly. I think you're telling the truth.
She attract any interest?
An extremely drunk young woman? What do you think? She managed to scare them off, though.
Any missing jewelry?
Remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace. Some kind of religious thing, I think. You know, the temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
Oh, I'm going to doubt that because you're looking suspicious as anything.
Where did she go? Give me something or the LAPD will start getting interested in this place.
Take it easy. She wanted a cab, okay? And my phone was out of order. The closest one I knew was at the fruit market across the street, so I suggested she try there. She seemed reluctant.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Okay, off to the fruit market we go then.
No problem. Hey, get the guy, will you?
We'll do our best. One last question. What size shoe do you take, Mr. Aguilar?
A broad 9. I have wide feet.
Okay, well, I don't think it's you then. To the fruit market. Why do I feel like we're going to have a chase scene or something at this fruit market? I just don't know, but I can imagine something's going to happen. Just picked fruit market.
Shut. Great. We'll need to come back later, Phelps. Maybe somebody here saw Antonia the night she died.
Okay, we'll come back later. That's no problem. I'm taking this car though.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Let's go to the.
Where are we headed?
We'll go to the residence then. See if we can find the husband there, and that might help us pin him down. We'll see.
How about we drop in on the husband instead? See if your gut is right.
I'll take a bar over a husband every day of the week.
I'm sure you will, Rusty. Definitely a tough case. I don't really have anyone to pin it on just yet, but I guess we'll see the husband next. Okay, let's get this done. That is 304.
Maldonado was in apartment 304.
Okay, let's go. 304, 304, 304. And do we reckon he's going to be home? Do we reckon he's going to put up a fight? Let's find out. This is... Here we go.
Forget about knocking. Let's take our boy by surprise.
Yeah, you got it, Rusty.
Hey, what the fuck? LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest.
Person to the left, person to the left.
Damn. They got some decent shots in there. Cuff these sons of bitches, Phelps.
LAPD, you two are under arrest. Call for some backup, Finbar.
I don't think he's going to like that we called him Finbar, but you know.
Galloway, badge number 564. I need a prowl car at the apartment building 330 North Hill Street. 2 suspects need transporting to Central.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh, God, no!
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, goddammit!
Sit down.
My own wife? Should get the whole place to going over, then talk to the neighbors.
Right, canvas the neighbours, but let's have a look.
I don't care that you just got smacked in the head. You don't call me Finbar.
I knew he would like it. I knew he would like it at all.
Seems irrelevant.
No, nothing there. There's definitely a lot of searching in this one.
Just picked fruit market.
Well, we've been there before.
I wonder if Angel gets all his groceries from this place.
Lots of groceries, i.e. alcohol. Anything in here? Okay. Oh, bloodied shirt.
This will take some explaining.
He might have just got into like a fight or something though. Doesn't necessarily mean he murdered her, although it is rather suspicious.
Maybe one of the neighbors just noticed the vein was moving. That's an alibi.
Agreed. Let's make sure there's nothing down here of note. Excuse me, Finbar, coming through. I'm just going to call you Finbar from now on, just to annoy you. Also, make sure there's nothing else I've missed in here. Bedroom's probably not a bad place to look. There's something over there. I can't... Phelps can't seem to get in there though. No, apparently the baseball bat and the note there isn't apparently of use. Hello, Mr. 305. Anyone home?
What do you want?
LAPD. We're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
Thanks.
Well, no real useful information from you. Let's try this one next. 303.
No good. Nobody here.
What about 301? Oh, Jesus.
Sorry about that. I'm playing with my kid.
LAPD. Were you here last night?
Yeah. My wife and I are separated, and I had the kids last night.
That genuinely scared me.
Went to bed myself.
Thanks.
That genuinely gave me the fright of my life.
Hello?
LAPD, ma'am. Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Yes. Yes, I did. Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here, and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
Aranda. I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
No. I didn't.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
Kept thinking you were going to call that one a nosy old hag too, Phelps. Well executed.
Okay.
I'm executing restraint right now, Finbar.
Call him Finbar all the time. I don't know if there's anyone else we need to canvass.
I'm at a loss.
The lady visited the El Dorado not 12 hours before she was killed. It's got to be worth working the place over.
We were just at the El Dorado. Maybe we could go back there. We'll just steal whoever's car this is.
Can you drive to this one?
Back to the El Dorado. And the fruit market might be open by that stage, so we can see what we're doing there. Come on, Finbar, hurry up. Well, I mean, the husband doesn't have an alibi. He has a bloodied shirt. I can't imagine this can go that well for him. That's for sure. But who knows? Maybe not. Nothing there, but there might be something in the back. Oh. An outer order phone, absolutely. Nothing there that I can see of use, really. I can't see anything there, but there might be something out the
Sir, do you work
back.
Sorry, pal, just making deliveries.
From where?
Just Pig Fruit Market across the street.
Fruit Market delivers here?
Yeah, sure does. The Mexes love a little slice with their tequila.
We found a crate a lot like the ones you're wheeling there, except it was filled with booze. You know anything about that?
What? No, we deliver all over the place, officer. No telling where the boxes end up. Excuse me, I have to get on with this.
Oh, you're definitely
Fine,
running.
Thanks.
He's definitely going to be suspicious as all anything. For some reason there's a phone here. I don't know what we need to call in. I also don't know why he needed his car to just deliver across the street, but we'll see what needs to be called in. And then we can kind of go from there. Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Any messages?
Message from Captain Donnelly, Detective. Your presence is requested urgently at Central Station. A new letter from the Dahlia killer has been found.
Thanks for your help.
Okay, back to Central we go. Let's go grab the car. I think Galloway's already inside, or Finbar I should say. Nothing else in the fruit market though. But you can drive.
You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
I could get him to drive across the street, that would be funny. But no, that feels unnecessary. Let's go back to Central and see what we can find there.
Another letter? I thought the letter was from a nut.
These letters? Brown and Hanson believe they are genuine. From him.
Now we sent another.
I really hate this fuck. This Black Dahlia guy. You seen the body? Fucking cased his nozzle way at your guts. Hollywood. Every prom queen from every fucking hick town in America turns up here. Where do they end up? Gutted on the fucking sidewalk.
Yeah, I've got to agree with Galloway there. It's not a great look for the place. But still, we might be able to find this Black Dahlia eventually. But let's see what he's got to say for himself.
Captain is waiting for you downstairs with Anchor.
Thanks, boss. Finbar, get out of the way.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up.
Okay, what has he got for us? Let's see. Whatever it is, I can't imagine it's going to be very pleasant. That's for sure. Is it in here?
Boys.
Yes.
Come on in. Phelps. Have you met Finis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir.
This information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of a cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all the spares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
Interesting. Have changed my mind. You would not give a square deal. Fuck you, BD text. Interesting.
Heap upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
That's why we called you in.
Do you think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this
It could be.
nutjob's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley. Sure, I knew that.
I don't think you did.
See, Finis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what has it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
Okay. I don't think he is the killer, but let's get it done anyway. I can't imagine.
I didn't come to California to be a sex guy.
I can't imagine that it actually is him, but we'll see. Holding cells, or no, interview rooms. That's the wrong way. Out the way, Finbar.
Angel, what do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment, and that was the last time I saw her.
Okay, lost
So your
contact.
wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe? She didn't stay long.
Okay, let's just double check our evidence so I know what we need to doing. Let's say doubt for that.
So if you didn't kill your wife, who did?
Nope,
You
we
better
got that
come up
wrong.
with something. This doesn't look good.
Fuck you. I loved my wife.
I'm not sure about that.
Murder your wife and you just sit there as cool as a cucumber.
Divorce
You and your
proceedings.
wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
That's a lie because we know we have the
Pretty nice eye. She pushed you too far, and you lashed
yeah
out.
we got the papers.
I wouldn't accept a divorce.
We got the divorce papers though.
The judge had set a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down. She ran out. That's the truth.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
All routine, I promise you.
When we found
Jewelry.
your wife, her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
That's a lie as well because the lady said that she didn't wear it all the time. Doubt?
Looks like somebody broke into
No.
her room and stole her things there too.
Wrong again. Damn
Why'd
it.
you do it, Angel?
What the hell are you talking about? I was home with Hippolito.
Oh, we're not doing too well. Bloodstained shirt found.
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
That was a lot of blood for shaving.
You're lying through your teeth. You killed her and your brother's in on it.
You don't know what you're saying. Why would I do that?
We've got the bloodied shirt. The Colin Steve, well, I might be wrong. Oh, I don't know actually.
Sorry. Sometimes you have to shake the tree to see what falls out.
Doubt?
Angel, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. Give me something or I'm going to have you charged.
My brother, Hippolito. He said some bad things about Antonia last night. So I had to sock him one. We got into it.
Keep talking.
She said she came from the El Dorado bar.
And?
It's not one of my places. We used to buy fruit at the market down the street. But the creep there was always running his eyes all over my wife.
What's the name of this fruit market?
Just
We know.
Ord Street downtown.
Well, we know the name of the fruit market.
One last question, Angel. Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us.
Back to the fruit market then. Because there was a creep by the fruit market. Can't imagine there's anywhere else to go. Maybe the salesman or the guy who was delivering that stuff to the El Dorado bar.
What's your read on Maldonado?
I still like him for it. Seriously, that That line about the guy at the fruit market making eyes at his woman? Please. We'll get to the market, and the guy behind the counter will tell us he saw Angel drag his old lady off it at night. This case will be shut like all the others.
I'm not sure about that, but we'll have to see. Is this going to be a chase, a shootout, something? There's nowhere else to go. It is going to be the delivery guy, isn't it? Let's go speak to him before he inevitably runs off. Sir, come back here.
Sir, I'm...
Okay.
Wait, you look familiar.
Hey, from the bar, right? What brings you here?
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney. What can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
Let's start with contact with the victim.
Arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
Oh, you're looking suspicious. Doubt?
You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She hadn't been back until last night.
And what about movements of the victim?
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
Oh, you're being a bit... He's being a bit twitchy, but I don't know if it's just his nature. I'm actually going to say true.
Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe, I think. She seemed to know the guy.
Okay, and what about the
was
distinctive
wearing a
necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
Exactly how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Look, not much. I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. Look, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
Do you mind if
right.
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can. Hey, don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem?
Nope. Shh. Okay, well, there's a door here.
No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
Oh, we're definitely going to have to do a car scene or a chase scene or something. Interesting.
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
253. We already know the combination. Okay, that's that one. And then 5. And... oh no, go back in. 2, 5, and 3. Aha. More things. I don't know how useful they are, though. Maybe the necklace will provide some more kind of actual... There doesn't seem to be that much useful stuff in here. Nothing there at the moment, but that does at least unlock that for us. Oh, what's the bloody knife for?
Why cut someone who was already dead?
Okay, Clem, you're going down.
Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. Must have seen it during... This fruit stall punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off. Clem!
Sure. Okay, here's the chase. I knew it was going to lead to a car chase or something similar. Okay, let's take him down.
God damn it, get after him, Cole!
Get out of the way!
I'll try to shoot out his tires.
Oh! That didn't go very well. Need to catch up to him. He's getting away.
We had the chance, Phelps. When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy.
That's very true, actually. Excuse me, fellas, coming through.
Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own market. Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do.
Phelps,
Oh,
you gotta get me closer.
He just ran over that woman, and I just crashed the
It's
car.
almost too perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect.
Get out of the way. Well, hey, airtime.
Now who's about to get bit?
We're destroying half the city infrastructure, but that's okay. Come here, lads.
Hit him, Cole. Spit him out.
I'm trying to. I think we are in fundamentally faster car than him, though. Is that it? It is. Let's get out of the car. Get out of the goddamn car.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
Okay, so it's Clem, not the other one.
Outstanding job on this case, gentlemen.
He's kind of having a drink.
Now rest in peace. I'll pay the fiend a personal visit myself and remind him that crime in this city does not go unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor, lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.
He's gonna grab some alcohol for himself. I like the skipper. He's fun. Okay, clues found. Not all the questions were correct, but that's okay. Lots of city damage and vehicle damage. With the body on his doorstep, the DA may send Clem Feeney to the gas chamber. How about that?
Sarge, why are the guys giving it to the doggies? They're riding in trucks, numbskull, while you're marching.
They look pretty badly beat up.
Yeah, they do it then. Scuttlebutt says it's pretty hard going down south.
Yeah, we'll find out soon enough. Recon always leads. How can we fail, Skip, with the Shadow leading the show? Who the fuck is the Shadow? Lieutenant Phelps, the Shadow of Death.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's a quiet fucker, Sarge. Never hear the bastard coming. Sitting there, field stripping a cigarette, and suddenly he's there looking down on you.
Why do you think we keep saluting that Jap-loving son of a bitch? He's bad juju.
That's enough out of you three. Bad juju? Where were you dragged up? A swamp?
Yeah, I don't think Phelps and his soldiers really gone with each other very much, from what I could tell. Oh, dearie me. The White Shoe Slang. Ooh. I don't think that looks very good either.
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, the fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
Skipper, is the new letter genuine?
Now, boys, we all know how many imbeciles have confessed in the short case. Ray Pinker will let us know in good time.
Okay, that will do it for LA Noire. We've definitely got a bit of a continuing case on our hands with the Dahlia, the Black Dahlia, but we'll have to see what happens there. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.